Here's the ugly truth. Most men think that being the perfect gentleman, the guy who bends over backwards, says yes to everything and never rocks the boat, will make her fall in love with you. And that's so far from the truth. Pleasing women too much is one of the fastest ways to kill her attraction, flip the power dynamic, and even push her into another man's arms. You think you're buying love, but what you're really doing is destroying your masculinity. In this video, I'm going to show you why and how. Jessica OS here. Welcome to the channel. Remember to look out for the channel name Jessica OS before you watch any video to be absolutely sure that it's a video that was churned out by me. AI has taken over these days. Anyway, in this video, I'm breaking down 6 scandalous reasons why pleasing women destroys your masculinity and what you can do instead. These are the hidden reasons most men never hear, but every woman feels. And once you understand them, you'll never see dating the same way again. Reason 1. You turn her into the masculine one. Masculinity and femininity work like magnets, opposite attract. When you're firmly in your masculine energy, she can relax into her feminine energy. But here's a trap. When you start pleasing too much, you give up the lead, okay? You step back, she steps forward. And suddenly, she's the one making decisions, setting boundaries, and carrying the weight of the relationship. That shift might feel harmless at first. You know, I'm just being nice, just letting her choose, letting her lead for a little bit. But little by little, you swap roles. And here's the truth. A woman doesn't want to feel like the man in the relationship. No woman does. If she has to constantly decide where you're going, what you're doing, how you're living, her attraction for you will start to dwindle. She doesn't even always realize it's happening. She just feels that spark for you dying. Think about it. How many times have you asked her, so what do you want to do? Over and over again until she gets annoyed or cancels plans because you couldn't make up your mind. It's not romantic, it's exhausting for her. Women crave the freedom to be feminine, to flow, to receive. But when you abdicate your masculinity, you force her to take charge, and that responsibility turns into resentment. Here's what you need to do instead. Lead yourself first. That means having your own mission, your own decisions, your own direction in life. If you're taking her out, don't ask 10 times where she wants to eat. Just pick a spot, tell her, hey, be ready at 7, I've got something planned. You'll be shocked at how much more excited and feminine she'll become when she doesn't have to run the show. Bottom line is, she doesn't want to manage you, okay? She doesn't want to be your boss. She wants to feel your strength so she can relax into it. And the moment you stop over-pleasing and start leading, you flip the attraction back in your favor. Reason 2. Pleasing is actually manipulative. So here's the part no one wants to admit. A lot of nice guys aren't actually nice. They're transactional, right? They're buying flowers, dinners, gifts, not out of pure love, but just because they expect something in return. Her affection, her attention, maybe even her body. That's not kindness, it's manipulation. And women can smell it. She may not call it out directly, but deep down she knows when you're doing things for her with strings attached. She knows when your compliments are really designed as fishing or disguised as fishing lines, right? She knows when your I'll do anything for you attitude is just a down payment for her approval. She knows. And the moment she feels it, her trust in you will evaporate. I mean, look, have you ever done something nice for a woman only to get frustrated when she didn't react the way you wanted or given you what you wanted afterwards? That frustration wasn't because you were selfless. It was because you had a secret scoreboard in your head. I've done 10 things for me, she owes me 10 things. And it's manipulation at its core. Here's what you should do instead. You want to give from a place of abundance and not scarcity. If you want to buy her something, do it because it makes you feel good, not because you're bargaining for her affection. If you want to spend time with her, do it because you enjoy her company and not because you're terrified that she's going to leave or find some other guy if you don't, right? Women respond to genuine giving, but they pull away from men who act like vending machines expecting some kind of a payout at the end of the day. Attraction doesn't grow when she feels like she owes you something. It grows when she feels like she chooses you, and what you're doing for her is an absolutely selfless act. Reason 3, you kill sexual tension. So attraction thrives on tension, not drama, not chaos, but that subtle push and pull that kind of keeps desire alive. When you're always pleasing, always agreeing, always saying yes, essentially you kill that tension that forms. You remove every challenge, every bit of mystery, every reason for her to wander about you. And basically when she doesn't have to wander, she doesn't have to chase. Here's something for you to know. Women don't fall in love with certainty. They fall in love with curiosity, with unpredictability, with the man who doesn't fold the second that she makes a request. That's why women will fantasize about the so-called bad boy, and it's not because he's cruel, but because he's not afraid to push back, to stand his ground, or to say no. Think about it this way. Would you keep watching a movie if you knew every line before it happened? Of course not. Boring will kill interest. It's the same in relationships. If she already knows your answer will always be yes, dear, the fire will go out. Here's what you need to do. Stop trying to eliminate all the tension. If she teases you, tease her back. If she tests you, don't fold. Smile, stand your ground, and let her see that you're not afraid of a little friction. Say no when you need to. Hold your own opinions, even if they don't match hers. Those tiny sparks of polarity are what keeps her desire for you burning. Because, you see, sexual tension is like oxygen to attraction. Kill it, and the flame will die. Keep it alive, and she'll never stop wanting you. Reason number 4. You train her to cheat without realizing it. Now, this one's harsh, but you need to hear it. When you make her the center of your universe, when every decision, every sacrifice, every ounce of energy is about keeping her happy, you're not just pleasing her, you're actually training her. Training her to look elsewhere for the masculine energy that you have abandoned. You see, here's why. Women crave polarity. They crave a man who challenges them, who grounds them, who won't bend like a reed in the wind, right? If you give up all that in the name of just being nice, she'll start to feel restless, unfulfilled. She may not even understand why she's losing respect for you, but she will eventually. And that loss of respect is the first step towards emotional infidelity. Think about the stories you've heard, or maybe even lived. The guy who gives his woman everything only to find that she's texting and flirting with someone else. Most men blame her. But the truth is, she's not chasing looks or money. She's chasing the feeling of being with a man who still has a spine. So here's what you do. Don't hand over all your power. Keep your frame. That means holding your boundaries, protecting your mission, and never letting your entire identity revolve around her moods. Women will test you. If you pass, she relaxes into you. And if you fail, she goes looking for that strength somewhere else. Bottom line, women don't cheat because you're broke or not tall enough or not good looking enough. They cheat when the polarity dies, when they feel they're carrying the masculine role, and when they no longer respect you. If you overplease, you're basically showing her the door, and she'll actually walk through it. Reason number 5, you make her feel guilty instead of loved. Most men feel that showering women with gifts, attention, and stuff like that will make her feel adored. But here's what actually happens. She doesn't feel loved, she feels guilty. And guilt is poison to attraction. When you constantly go out of your way to please her, you put her in emotional debt, okay? She starts thinking, I can't possibly give back as much as he's given me. I can't keep up with this. Like, what does he want in return? And that begins as a sweet start to feel suffocated. Now, instead of gratitude, she'll feel pressure. The more pressure she feels, the more she'll want to escape. Think about the times you've seen a guy spoil his girlfriend to death, you know? You name it, new bags, constant text messages, dropping everything just to run, to her side. At first it feels good, she'll smile about it, but over time, she'll roll her eyes, distance herself, and begin feeling trapped. It's because his love isn't love, it's neediness disguised as generosity. So instead of doing that, here's what? Balance. Okay? Show affection, yes, but don't flood her with it. Make sure your giving is occasional, intentional, and genuine, not constant and desperate. A woman values love she can breathe inside and not one that smothers her. The truth is, women don't want you to feel like they owe you for your kindness. You want them to feel like they chose you for your strength. Reason number 6, you sabotage her ability to fall for you. Now, herein lies a paradox. The more you try to please a woman into loving you, the harder it becomes for her to actually fall for you. Because falling in love requires effort, her effort. When you make everything too easy, when you remove every challenge, when you're always available, right? Always saying yes, always giving more than you receive, you rob her of the one thing that bonds a woman to a man: investment. Now, people don't value what comes without effort, period. Women are no different. Think about the times you've seen her go crazy over some guy who didn't even seem to care about her that much. She stayed up late, waiting for his text, replayed his words in her head, obsessed over his attention. But that wasn't because he was better looking than you or a better guy than you. It was because he required her to work for it. And in the process of chasing, she fell deeper. When you overplease, you deny her that chase. You strip away the tension, the mystery, the uncertainty. She doesn't get the chance to wonder, does he really like me? Is this guy for real? You know, am I doing enough to keep him? And without that emotional investment, without those questions, her attraction never has the fuel to burn hot. So here's what you should do. Don't hand over all of yourself for free. Give her space to invest. Let her text first sometimes. Let her plan the date. Let her wonder if she's doing enough to keep you. And this isn't games, right? It's about giving her a chance to build emotional roots. You see, women don't fall for the men who give them everything. They fall for the men they feel they could lose if they don't give back. If you want her obsessed, stop trying to buy her love and start giving her room to earn it. I'll wrap up now. Guys, you want to stop being her servant and start being her man. Women don't want to be worshipped. They want to be inspired. When you stop pleasing and start leading, you don't just keep her attention, you keep her respect, her desire, and her loyalty. Now, if you're ready to go deeper, I want you to watch my next video right here on the channel. It will show you the exact signs that she respects you without you even trying. I hope you got value from this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course, turn on notifications so you get notified every single time I post. My name is Jessica OS. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.